Hi, and thank you for joining me. It is currently October 18, 2018, and it is 7 p.m. Eastern. Once again, thank you for joining me, and let's get to work, shall we? Let's start our screen share, and you can see exactly what we've been talking about for the longest time. And it's good news, because this trade actually dropped down to a negative $30.90. It's not a problem though. Take a look at it. It's currently at negative $29.61, and it's still moving. This pair is NZDUSD, and it's on a daily time chart, otherwise known as New Zealand dollar and US dollar. This trade started on June 25th of 2018, not too long ago. But during this time, I have been watching it, and it's a one pair, one trade, one entry price, one stop loss, and one take profit. The lot size for this is 0.01, and it's the lowest you could possibly get, keeping the risk at a minimal. I currently have $949.59 in this account, and not too long, there's going to be a fee withdrawn from the broker doing their fees or with trades over 24 hours. It's just part of business. The entry price on this is 0.68310. The stop loss is at 0.61310. That is 7,000 pips. And I'll show you going down into 4-hour time chart. There it is. So it's 7,000 pips and negative $70. The reason it's a negative 70 is that is the most I am comfortable with losing. So it won't go past my stop loss. If the trade hits there, it will not charge me any more than that. That's the only amount I will lose. And because it's $70 or 7,000 pips, and my balance is $949.59, margin levels 44.88.85, I don't have much to worry about. The reason there's only one entry price, one trade, one stop loss, one take profit is because this broker has a first in, first out rule. So if you put in a new entry other than the one that you previously got, whether it's a sell or a buy, it does not matter. The first entry that you place has to be pulled out before you can pull out the second, third, or however many you do. This chart is considered a naked chart because there are no indicators on here, and other than your entry price, your stop loss, and your take profit. With that, the reason behind that is because of my health issues. I have to relearn everything every day due to all the seizures I go through as I sleep. So I have a problem with learning how to place the indicators, the supply and demand, any indicator whatsoever. It's really difficult to relearn those every single day. However, at this time of night, I understand what they are. The supply and demand, the entry places to put them, the support, the resistance. I understand that. Marking up the chart on a daily basis, because once I sleep, go through those seizures, I haven't got a clue what the indicators are. I haven't got a clue how to mark up the chart or how to read a chart. That's why it is a naked chart. Now, people have asked me many, many times, where do you get your signals from? Well, that's easy. There's 5 different places that I focus on. First one is Stevenson Lindor. Second one, Orrin Wright. These 2 gentlemen are educators with iMarkets Live. To get access to them, you need to sign up with iMarkets Live so that you can have access to it. My third is Christopher Terry, who just happens to be the CEO of iMarkets Live and has done trading over 25 years. So with that experience in a trade, I can be rest assured his information will not go astray, will not give me the wrong information. The fourth person I deal with, or I get signals from, or teaching and I learn from, is Tracy Walker. And she holds MBA summits as well as webinars that she teaches the entry price, the stop loss, the take profit, how to read a chart, how to mark up the chart, and her education is superb. Being able to record her education, I can rerun it every day and relearn it that much quicker that I wouldn't have if I didn't attend her MBAs or her summits. These are all gems. And the 5th place I check is the swipe trades. And with the swipe trades is also an app that is on your phone, your smartphone, given from iMarkets Live. So you need to be a customer with iMarkets Live to have swipe trades. Now, many people have said, okay, so why are you in the daytime chart? Let me show you. Going back in the minute time chart, I liken it unto a novel, a very thick novel of a story that has my interest. In the first minute, there's not a very clear picture here. It's got my attention, but that's all it's got. I don't have any indicators or any knowledge of what this trade will do in a 1-minute time zone. 5-minute time chart, same thing. If I were to liken the trade to that novel I was talking about, in 5 minutes, I may have read the first 4 or 5 sentences, or first paragraph, depending on how quickly you read. Once again, you don't have the full picture of the story behind this trade, what it's doing, why it's doing what it's doing, and where it's going. The 15-minute time chart, there is even more information. Still not enough to really get a clear picture of what's going on at all. So I wouldn't advise anyone that wants to do a long-term trade like I do, staying in the smaller time charts. The 30-minute time chart, there's more to the story, and it's definitely got my attention. I may have read a chapter or 2 of that story I was talking about, but I still don't have the full picture. I still don't have the full story behind it in the 30-minute time chart. Now, don't get me wrong, with indicators on a chart, you can trade in the smaller time charts without a problem. Without the indicators, you're putting yourself at more risk than if you have them in the smaller time charts, because it's near impossible to see the story behind the trade. The 1-hour time chart is moving, and I see some movement here, and it's pretty awesome. But I still do not have a full picture of this trade, the trend it does, the support, the resistance, what it's doing, its patterns, its trend, which is your friend, by the way. And when you're trading, you always trade right, but you look left. So it's very important to go into these higher time charts to see what the pattern, what the trend is going on with this one pair. Every pair is different, but they all follow the same principles, the same guidelines. They don't veer off from that. A 4-hour time chart is awesome. It gives me quite a bit of information, a little under a year, but it still gives me information and I can see what some of the patterns are doing. I still do not have a clear picture to do a long-term trade. However, people that trade on faster time zones, 4-hour or less, is ideal for them, no problem. And for the longest time, I would stop at the 4-hour until I realized that I wasn't getting the full picture or the full story behind this trade. Moving into the daytime chart, which is where I normally stay, I can actually go back to January of 2014, a good almost 5 years here. And it's pretty awesome. So I can start and take a look. By looking left, I can see the pattern that it is doing. And being that we're at a negative 29.75 right at this moment, I'm not overly worried or concerned because moving left, going back to where it was before, it's right here, in this area right here. And I can see from the pattern that it's been doing, because it's currently at 65,330. Yeah, it looks like I need to go a little bit different. Right about there. Oh, that's too far back. You get the idea. You can see where the trend is and what the pattern of it is. So it's right in this area right here. Yeah, right in here. And from what I can see, I see it going up. I see it coming down, testing the resistance and the support, and going back up. And it does it 2 to 3 times. Most of the time, it's 3 times before it turns and goes opposite direction. It may or may not break through. At this time, I don't see it breaking through the support. So, but I do see it shooting up and coming back down and testing, shooting up, coming back down and testing, shooting up, coming back down and testing. And this is a long period of time. It's not fast. And it has been bouncing around in this area for a good couple of weeks now. However, it is going to turn around and follow its pattern, the trend it shows us back in 2016, 2 years ago, exactly what to be looking for. Back there. And it's going to turn. It's going to come up and it's going to hit my take profit, but it's going to take some time to get there. So we are looking maybe by the end of the year. Don't rush it. When you trade, there should be no emotion. Stay with logic. Believe me, the trade is doing logic only, and it's a numbers. Stay patient. Sit on your hands if you must, but we're in a good position. And while we've been talking, this has gone from 29.97 down to 29.85. So it's definitely doing what I thought it would be doing, because earlier today, it got over $30 negative. It's just a matter of time. Rest assured, it's going to happen. And I can show you on how, because of the way the head and shoulders, the inverted head and shoulders, the resistance, all of that is right here. And every trade, every pair has this pattern. Not this specific one. They have their own. But they're all repeating themselves over and over and over. And we're going to stop our screen share and see if there are any questions that need to be asked. Yeah, I gave you quite a bit of information today. Going once, going twice, and gone. Thank you for joining me, and you go and have a fantastic remainder of your day or night, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now.